And welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael. I will be your Dungeon Master for the evening, and I'm gathered here by all my wonderful friends and players. And we're excited because we now have access to the 2024 Player's Handbook for Dungeons & Dragons. So we've been geeking out over all the new rules and sharing different things before stream, so it's pretty exciting, all these new things that are coming out. I did want to mention that I did give the players the option that if they did want to go ahead and rebuild their characters, they're not new characters, they're the same characters that you've grown to love over the course of these 7 fine episodes. But
love is a strong word.
Yes. But I did want to mention that some of them may be casting some different spells or using some different abilities now that these new rules have been unlocked and they have access to them. So that's right. They're slightly different abilities, a little bit different rule set, and we're going to start implementing those as we kind of roll them out and read through the books as they are released, in which we'll have the DMG. I think the DMG comes out in November. So I'll have that sometime in early November, and then the Monster Manual in February. So I have all those pre-ordered as well. So once those are we have access to them, we'll start rolling them out in our games, so that way you guys can see the new rules. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be off next week, but we'll be back on Monday, September 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you mark your calendars for that announcement, or for that event. And I did want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. You got some quick links that have already been posted right there in our Twitch chat. Make sure you go ahead and click on those and show our sponsors and friends some support. If you use the coupon code BONUS at checkout with Little Dragon Corp, you get 15% off. I almost said 20. I was giving you guys a little bit of extra. I'm sorry. 15% off.
Math is hard.
Of your order. Math is hard at times. Yeah, I'm good for at least 1 or 2 of those. So, well, anyway, yeah. Welcome everybody. It's so good to see you. We have quite an adventure for you tonight that we're going to get right into right now. As we left off, our heroes opened a door to see a disturbing image in a interesting looking tomb area. I'm going to take us over to the map so that way our friends can see online. And what I would like all of you to do as you see this looming figure in the distance is I would like you to click on your tokens, and I want everybody to roll initiative for me, please. She doesn't look like she's very happy that someone has disturbed her. Oh, I like that initiative roll.
Quick call out. Where's the Fandelver and Belows? Because they said they were going to be here.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't say it.
I don't know, people.
Fashionably late.
All right, I'm going to change over our music to something a little bit more intense.
Where's that Matthew guy?
I don't know. I don't think anybody likes that guy. You know.
Oh, here we go, everybody. Oh, I forgot about Eldon. I got to click on Eldon and put him on the initiative order. Oh,
I totally forgot about him too.
We might need him.
He did really bad.
We might need. Ooh.
Can we retroactively say we closed and barred the doors so he can't run away?
Wasn't he the one that did the killing blow on the last Sorrowsworn, though?
He totally did, yeah. He totally did.
Need him.
Yeah, that's right, chat. Big 2. Big 2. He'd be bringing up the rear here. So, we'll get our initiative in the proper order now.
His
I do have a question. So, I cannot remember light sources.
I gave my light source to... Oh, sorry.
Does Hazel still have it on her shield?
No,
or is that
Selena should have it on her sword, I believe.
Light, and, or is it? Or were you casting magic weapon? Did you?
No, she had light.
She had light. Okay.
No, but you also cast magic weapon.
Yeah, she had both, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Selena had magic weapon, but light isn't concentration.
Got it.
And
Yeah, I was just making sure I had the token set correctly with light sources before we got started.
I had something wimpy. Oh, that's right. I think I had a candle, 5 and 5.
You
Oh,
did
yeah.
have a candle. Yeah, you were holding a candle. Yep, 5 and 5. Okay, I've got it set right, I think. Okay. And speaking of Odd holding the candle, he holds the candle with initiative order as well, as he is first to go.
Yeah, this lady doesn't hold a candle to me. So I go into the room, and
There are very sharp spikes sticking up all over the floor.
okay.
5 feet beyond where you are currently.
And this is like a dip down, like kind of like a
Kind of like a step,
Like
like
a
a dais
shallow
kind of
pool?
thing. Yeah.
okay. Hear me out here. I have the background ability. Where is it? Never tell me the odds. Odds and probability are my bread and butter. During downtime activities that involve games of chance and figuring the odds on the best plan, you can get a solid sense of which choice is likely to be the best one and which opportunities seem too good to be true. That in combination with the new 2024 search rules, I would like to propose using perception to do a concealed object search to try to figure out how these spikes work.
Excellent. Yeah, go and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. Investigation, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Or did it say you had to do a perception check on your ability? Does it specify that you have to do a perception check? Or?
It says perception would be for concealed creature or object.
Okay, then you can use perception.
All right, which isn't that much better. But hey, at least the roll's better.
Rolls
All right.
better. There you go. Okay, so in further inspection, especially in this part of the room, now the room is kind of dark, but you're kind of holding your candle and kind of like looking down at the spikes. They do look very sharp. Looks like anybody who would go through these it's going to hurt. But you can see, like, it seems like these things come up through the floor. So it almost seems like there should be something somewhere within the room that may lower the spikes.
Okay. Chat wants me to touch it. Can I touch it?
So as you're inspecting, you touch the spike, and it... Ouch! You take 1 point of piercing damage.
1 point. All right. Oh, I'm bleeding everywhere. It's just as bad as yesterday's wound. Oh, speaking
You
of,
better hope she doesn't smell blood.
I forgot to.
Way to go, chat. You just got odd hurt.
I forgot to adjust my health.
No
I made
touchy.
the new character and I forgot to adjust the health. There we go. All right, 63 now. All right. I would like to announce that to the rest of the group. These spikes are controlled by some sort of mechanism. They seem to retract somehow. We've just got to figure out how if we're going to get close. Unless Orkin can just fly over there. And that is
How?
my turn.
I had an idea in mind.
All right. It is our friend's turn. Hey, Carrot Rope's in chat. Welcome, Carrot Rope.
Hey, Carol.
How you doing, Carrot Rope? It's been a minute.
All right. She looking at you, like she's got these like blackened tears that have like stained her face. And she just starts just wailing into the room. Just sounds like a terrible moan and cry. And
I
pulls
understand
up...
whale. Me and Dory went to the same language school.
Very nice. She holds up an arm, and this arm flies out towards
not a handshake.
you, Odd. She's going to use her harpoon arm ability against you. So here it comes.
Look at me holding out a hand thinking it's a handshake.
Let's see.
You call it a handshake?
Now, technically, she has advantage on this roll, so that's a 15.
Ooh.
Is that gonna
15
do it?
is meat beats, but I am going to activate a level 1 shield.
Okay. So with that, as Odd's inspecting the spikes with his candle, you see this spike of an arm coming flying towards you, and with a swipe of your other hand, you cast this magical shield over you, and it deflects the arm wide. Let's see. And it uses... well, then it can't do that other thing that it has.
Yay.
Alright, so she just kind of shifts over a little bit to kind of be more in front of Orcon, and that will end her turn, bringing us to Orcon.
Okay, so Orcon's going to turn and look at Hazel and Forest. Well, I can take one. Who's coming with?
Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Hazel was pointing at Forrest, and then the second he goes, "Don't worry about me," she just shrugs and holds up a hand. Oh wait, and then she pointed at
Oopsies.
Selena.
Well, yeah, she is the smallest.
She could do this.
Okay.
Tuck and roll, Selena.
I think he's gonna
Can
fly
I
Selena.
walk between them? Or
Or he's gonna be picking you up and flying you across. I think
He'd
is the
be
idea.
flying you across. That's what his plan is.
Not at all.
Or dimension door.
Dimension door.
You can just appear over there and not worry
We had
about
an
just stepping
add
on
your
it.
proficiency bonus added to our account. Thank you. Oh, and a D6 comes in too. There you go, guys.
There we
Getting
go.
some
I think we
resources
need to-
built up.
We need to focus on balancing out the player rerolls to that 9 DM rerolls.
Affording them, it's impossible.
Let him. He ain't using them. He's afraid of them. Orcon will look real quick at Selena. Do you want to come over with me? Or do you have your own way? Or are you staying here?
I'll come over. Why not?
Okay. How big is Selena? Do I think I could just fly her over with my...
She's a halfling.
I'm 3 feet.
It'd probably
So-
still be at half movement, I would think.
Based
Yeah,
on the
so-
rules, it would still be at half movement either way.
okay.
But you could definitely pick her up and take her over there if that was your choice.
Oh, I'm gonna make it even easier because I forgot I have a different ability that I don't have to use a spell slot for. Bonus action, I am going to just basically bamf Selena right over to here
Oh, that's right. You can teleport other people.
with my face step. Yeah,
Fantastic.
I
Yeah,
was
so
thinking the
so
same
you want
thing.
so you're putting her right next
is what I
to
get.
the
right next to her. Yep.
right next to her.
Okay.
And with
Thank
with
you.
magical mystical energy, just bam. Selena now stands right next to her. This
Michael,
She's
you got
pretty
another
tall.
reroll.
Oh, thank you
This is
so
what
much.
I get. This is what I get.
Let's see,
Yeah,
you
this is what
started.
happens when you go.
Add
Oh,
dimension.
I'm in double digits. I'm in double digits now, guys.
No.
What am I gonna do with 10 of these? I don't even know if I built this overlay to handle double digits.
That's,
We-
I mean,
Oh,
if you don't,
Oh, and it's
fine.
okay. I did.
Fine.
It's okay.
Oh, we can say 9.
You did, but
Okay.
it's close.
I definitely didn't
Oh.
build it for triple digits, so.
Definitely won't get there, no.
So,
Please, God, no.
gonna step into the room.
That's right, guys. By the time they get to Vecna, I plan on having like 500 of those.
And then
DM question.
Mhm.
Because he slingshotted me all the way over, does that mean she gets an opportunity attack on me?
No.
Because I'm in her space?
You have to move. You have to yourself use your movement action to move away from her to provoke it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. Never been thrown before.
More like you magically appeared.
And you weren't
Yeah.
thrown this time either. It's literally Organ just reached out and it is
Mm.
your hand touched his. You were just gone and you appeared over there.
Yeah. separate.
Don't be opposed to being thrown, because as a halfling, that's a sport.
I do have a lance in my bag of holding, so let me get that out first.
Okay, and I'm
The
not
orc
close
hog
enough to
moves
do
into
that.
the
So
room.
action, I'm just gonna take a couple of shots with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go for it.
That is, first one is an 18 to hit. Second is a 27. Actually, would this be an advantage where we're in pretty much complete darkness in here?
Well, the light source just appeared next to her.
The light source just appeared next to her.
Yeah.
So now it's illuminating the room.
The entire room's lit up for me anyway, so it's hard for me to tell darkness sometimes.
Hello, darkness.
No, but both of those are going to hit, so you can roll damage for both.
So, first one is 7 force damage and 8 thunder. And the second is 14 force damage.
Wow.
Good going.
You said 17 force damage?
14.
14. Oh my goodness.
And is knocked back, well, in this case, 5 feet, but
So she knocks back. She stumbles over her own sarcophagus back here as you stumble her
Nice.
back with 2 magical blasts from the palms of your hands.
and then use the rest of my movement. That was
Oh, puppy.
And when Selena appeared there and the light source was like glowing from Selena, this woman doesn't really like that very much. You can see her trying to like shield her eyes from the light.
Oh.
All right, does that end Orkan's turn?
Yep.
All right, Forrest. Well, Forrest and Hazel, you both have the same initiative roll. It's up to you guys if you'd like to switch.
I guess
go
I'll go
first.
first.
I already wrote it down this way in the notes. He has to go first.
All right,
Okay.
you got it.
I will step into the room and Misty step across.
Bamps over. You can see her still stumbling to regain her composure.
I
from
am
those
so
2
glad I
eldritch blasts.
investigated these spikes.
It's been really useful so far.
Well, you might need to if you want to come over and get some work done.
Oh, I'm
I
more
will
of
take
a
my 2
distant
attacks.
person.
Go for it.
19
Yeah,
and
that's gonna hit.
18.
They both hit.
Ooh, both for 12.
Both for 12. You spending any additional things that you got?
Well, Divine Smite's a bonus action now, so no.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yep, they changed the rules of Divine Smite. Yep. Okay. That brings us to Hazel.
Okay, Hazel's gonna join her friends. And here's what
As Forrest is like carving through her, she already looks very hurt, bloodied.
Okay.
That poor dear.
Seems like the trap may have been a large part of the problem.
Yeah, and then all of us just showed up with weird features. I am trying to look at space here. Where's the ruler? button?
To address chat, weapon masteries are only on certain classes, but yeah, you are right. Forrest would have had it.
Oh, yes. With weapon masteries, it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Good call. Good call.
I'm going to move a little bit over here just so I'm not in the doorway. Makes me feel uncomfortable. And I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom at her. So
Oh
just make
boy.
a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save. You got it. That's a 16.
She saves if it's
Saves
beats
a
it.
16.
She saves. Yeah.
Wither
Oh,
and-
she takes half as much damage on it, so
Okay.
only 2d6.
Is this a single target or an AoE?
Single target.
You got it.
Well, 10 foot radius sphere. So I would put it on like the back end of her so it doesn't touch Forest.
Okay.
So 2d6 damage. 11 damage.
That was halved.
No, sorry, I can't think today. 11 is the total, so half of 11.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, I will. So as part of this, Selena can re-roll a hit dice, or well, cross off a hit dice, Selena, and you regain the hit points equal to the roll plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So you would get 11 plus 8 for 19 back. Just cross off a hit die. So you get healed for 19 points.
Okay.
Does she have to roll the hit die?
No,
or is
that's the thing. It says it confuses me in the wording here. Can roll one of its unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points. Oh, equal to her roll. So she does have to roll it. I can't read today. Ignore me.
So hit die
So roll
for
a hit
fighter
die.
is a D10, I believe, or
Yes.
yeah.
So roll a d10.
So you get to
and
roll a
then
D10 and then add
8.
Hazel's 8 to it.
It is. I don't think it's 8.
my spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah, as in your wisdom ability modifier.
Oh, without the proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, without proficiency.
It's a 4. I can't
So
do
so
math or
8.
life today, guys. Sorry.
So you regain 8 hit points based on this spell that was just cast.
I can't math today or do anything right today. It's been a long day.
Okay. Thank you for walking me through that. I was like, wait, what am I
Thank you guys for walking me through it. I have forgotten how that spell works since I last read it.
Okay.
And
Anything
that's my
else?
turn. So I
That's
hurt
your
her
turn.
and healed Selena, and I feel slightly better about my life choices.
Nice. Yep.
I'm gonna stay here for
Definitely
now
hurting.
because it's crowded.
Brings
Not in
us
that
to-
specific order.
brings us to Selena's turn. What do you want to do now that you're next to her?
when Hazel?
Selena, don't forget
heals me.
your sword.
Oh, when Hazel heals me, I yell thank you, and then I take 2 swipes with my sword.
You
At
got
her.
this.
19 to hit.
It hits.
So if our light source is a sword and it goes into her, does it like slightly turn off for a second?
Yeah, you have just for a second. Dark light. 4 points of magic.
It's like that scene in Nemo when it.
Well, that
No,
would be 5 because
right,
it's a
magic
+1
weapon,
weapon.
so it's +1 to it.
Yep. So...
Incorrect.
You cast it at
Incorrect.
full level, so it's +2.
Oh, +2. Yeah, so it's 6.
Yep.
6 points of damage. Nice, and you get another attack.
Because we still have the magic for an hour.
And he made it a +2 sword, so you have a +2 bonus to your attack rolls as well. So each one of those attack rolls is +2.
I'm gonna take another swipe at her, but all I'm picturing is that scene in Nemo when it grabs the anglerfish.
Yes. And it gets dark, and then they let go. And...
Yep.
Yeah. It's...
Yep,
Amazing.
that's what I'm picturing right now.
Well, except Odd's little candle back there in the back of the room.
I hit the wrong button. Helps if I actually click on the
Wow,
sword.
that's gonna hit too.
Sweet.
Oh.
So
That's a
15?
12. 12. That 3 is for if you would have had the advantage, you would have crit.
Oh, okay.
So 12 total with your +2. 12 damage. She's looking rough, guys. In one round, looking rough. Anything else you want to do, Selena? Is that it?
I would
Are we
like
sure?
to.
She should actually have
Sweet.
had advantage on that second of attack because of the Vex property of rapiers.
I have not.
Well,
She hasn't upgraded yet, guys.
Oh, she did an upgrade. Yeah.
Stay out of her
Never
lane.
I appreciate it, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
still
no,
learning the
the-
2014 first.
So the mouse over doesn't say it's a crit. It says it's +3 dex on a 7. Okay, never mind. I guess I see what you're saying. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
Gotcha.
I would like to action surge. And attack again.
Oh.
More
Actually, I
attacks.
think you get 2 attacks with your action
Yep.
surge because you take the attack action. You get both your attacks for attack action. If I'm not mistaken, is that correct, guys?
That is correct.
says-
I know.
Yeah.
So it just says that you can take 1 additional action on your turn and
Yeah,
can be used 1
action.
time per short
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, I
Right,
think if
so
you
if
take
you
the
take the
attack
attack
action, you get
action-
automatically get an extra attack.
Comes with
So
it.
you can swipe 2 more times, Selena.
Oh, fancy. 19 to hit.
That hits. It's
Keep losing my
6 more points.
and 1 more. 11, I don't think is gonna do it.
11 won't do it. Do you have resources?
Will a
Like
13
I'm-
because it's a +2 weapon?
a 13 will not.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm gonna leave it there.
You gonna leave it there? Okay.
Having that extra set was pretty good, and I'm gonna stay put because
Alright.
I don't really want to get stuck between her and the wall.
It's Eldon's turn. He's actually gonna move into the room.
Where the light went.
Yes,
Well
because he
done.
can't really see anything out here. And he's actually going to cast a spell on Selena.
Hopefully, a good one.
He's going to cast
Hopefully a good one.
Sanctuary
Oh, the betrayal.
as a bonus action. I believe I can cast that. Yeah, 30 feet, creature within range. Basically, what it makes the if anybody tries to attack you, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw first, and if they fail, they have to choose a new target. So it's defending you against a potential attack that could be against you. And then he's going to go ahead, and since that's a bonus action spell, he's going to go ahead and cast a cantrip. He's going to do Sacred Flame. DC 13 save. Oh, dexterity saving throw. It's going to save. So she dodges out of the way of this divine flame that tries to wrap around the enemy, and he just kind of stays put next to the Hazel. And that brings us to the top of the second round with Odd, still with his candle in hand.
All right. Odd is starting to regret his decision of inspecting these spikes because everybody else is just like, screw the spikes. So, I am noticing that she is getting the snot beaten out of her, and like I know Odd already knows what these things are, what made them, and he feels pity for her. So, that being said, let's see, where is it? I know I have my pity spell here somewhere. There we go. Bam. And Phantasmal Force. DC save 15. Wait, no, hold on. I forgot to attune to my 16. 16 intelligence.
16 intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
No.
I'm gonna reroll.
I'm trying
that
to
because
peacefully kill her.
Chat was
trying to put
very
her down.
kind to me and gave me all these rerolls, so I'm gonna spend them, and we're gonna make another saving throw here.
I'm trying to be nice and put her down
Intelligence.
peacefully, and you're just gonna.
Oh, and I did even worse. I did even worse.
Okay, never mind. I'm okay with it. Keep rerolling.
well, I failed. I got to take that one. So
All right. So basically, nobody else is seeing this but her. It's an illusion. She's seeing a bunch of cherry blossom petals just surrounding her in like a vortex. She can't see anybody else but these petals, and they are surprisingly slicing at her for 7 psychic damage.
7 psychic damage. Okay.
Trying to soothingly kill her.
She's just wailing
And-
out, moving her spike arms around.
And with a bonus, I am going to use Master Tactics on her, because the new help rule is that it benefits the next person to attack them. It's no longer I get to choose who.
Okay. Got it. So the next person that attacks her has advantage. Is that the way that works?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. That brings us to her turn. So at the start of her turn, something does happen. I need each creature within 5 feet of her needs to make a wisdom saving throw for me. So that would be Forrest and
on time.
Selena.
Now, does she have to do the sanctuary for Selena?
No, because this
Not
technically
sure.
isn't an attack.
Oh, okay.
This is just something extra that she has. Oh, Selena and both make the save, but I think there might be a half.
Wouldn't be surprised.
It took me a
There's
second to
not.
get that joke, Matt.
There's not. You guys like have this overwhelming sense of like loneliness just come over you, but you're able to just keep your head in the game and stay in the fight, and it doesn't do anything to you. It's then becomes her turn now, so she can't see anything other than these blossoms. How does that work mechanically?
Mechanically, she can see.
She's
it's
blinded,
cloudy.
basically. She has the blinded condition.
No.
basically.
Mechanically, she's not blinded. I'm just saying it's obscuring her vision, but that's not actually mechanically.
Okay.
It's in her
Just for-
mind.
just for
so
our- yeah,
how
just for
much
just for
does
our
the
people.
creature believe it?
Yeah, just for flavor.
So in that case, I will just say she's going to just shoot a harpoon arm at a random person. Just as she's just like going around, I'm going to roll a dice. Let's roll, I'll say Orcon is 1, 2 for Hazel, 3 Eldon, 4 Odd, 5 Forest. Selena will be 6. I'll roll a d6 and just go in that order. 4, so that's coming at Odd.
Me or my candle? Which one? Let's be specific here.
It's going to try to get your candle first and then just harpoon right through the candle into your chest and pin the candle to your lapel, you know?
Not my Bath and
Now,
Body Works candle.
It does have disadvantage on its attack roll.
Oh, thank God.
But because of something else, it has advantage, so they're going to offset. So this will just be a straight attack for a harpoon arm against Odd.
Oh God.
For a 15.
Again? See, do I have enough spell slots? Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield again.
And I'm gonna re-roll. Because I got 9 of them still.
Jesus, rub it in.
And I'm gonna do another.
I didn't mean to hit that.
I'm gonna do a re-roll because now that you're shielded, I gotta get a really good one. Oh man! Same roll. A
Yay.
15. So the shield deflects the harpoon once again, and she stays put, kind of moaning towards Force. Force, you can see more blackened tears drip off of her face and drip from her chin. She looks just terribly sad. Orcon, what do you do?
Sad panda.
Now, the player is having trouble remembering this. We found a chest which had a necklace in it which had a woman's name on it, correct?
It started with an E.
You did find a necklace that was in the room previous
Yeah.
to this. It was in the
Name is
vault. And
Kavetta.
it was
The name is
Kavetta. The name, it said, "My breath is yours, Kavetta. Take it."
Okay, and I think, does Orkin still have that necklace?
I
Okay.
believe you did.
Yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
think you tucked it
Put
away.
it in your bag.
Going to bonus action, turn myself into a half djinn, and start flying again.
Okay.
And 5, 10, 15. Flying a little, enough above this so that I'm not like right above it. I'm good like 5 or 6 feet above where the spikes are.
Okay.
And I'm going to look over at this creature and say,
Did I just hear Mario?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh. Oh, it's your phone. Okay.
you turn up. It's people texting me. Turn off the alert. I'm going to look over at the creature and say, Kavetta, it's time to come take the breath.
At the name Kavetta, she looks towards you, Orcon. But there seems to be like this there's a recognition of the name, but no like change in like expression or
Okay.
anything like that.
Then I'm going to cast a spell at her.
Okay, you got it.
And
Put her to rest.
what is this? Okay, actually I need her to make a strength saving throw.
Strength save. Okay.
DC is a 17.
That's an 18 she rolls.
Ooh.
So close.
You guys watch as Orkin, a small, very thin bolt of lightning seems to jump out from his hand and tries to grab onto her and seems to fail.
You were trying to pull her into the spikes, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Brutal. I said put her to rest, not put her to agony.
That was brilliant. Anything else?
And seeing that didn't work, 10, 15, gonna fly over again about 5-6 feet in the air over by Odd.
All right, you got it. That
Yay.
brings us to Forest.
Okay, well, start by making my attacks.
All right.
15?
15 does not hit.
Question, sorry. Didn't Odd give Master Tactics?
Oh yeah, so you would have.
Oh,
advantage. You're the next
Reroll
person.
that.
Well, technically, oh yeah, that was a saving throw. So technically, these would. Oh,
I
just
rolled
roll
the exact same roll.
number.
No.
At least you had the opportunity to roll the same number.
I sure
That's right.
did.
That's right. Unfortunately, Forrest's strike with the sword goes wide. You still have a second attack, I believe.
Yeah, I was just making sure I didn't have other things I could do about that, but I think I do. Okay.
We do have resources you can spend if you'd like to.
Yeah, I don't think we need to just yet.
Okay. You guys are as bad as I am. You guys are hoarding those things.
We just don't want to take them from each other.
It's strategy, not hoarding.
Okay, I crit on the next attack.
Oh, yes, you do. Oh, that's bad.
So that'll be...
Oh. Oh,
I didn't
boy.
roll like the weird. Okay, I think it's the 13 and the 4 there.
13 and 4.
Yeah, so that's 17 slashing and... Yeah, we'll use my Divine Smite on this. Go
Okay.
first level spell slot.
First level spell slot with a bonus action, Divine Smite.
Let me roll it again for the crit damage.
Yeah, you would roll it again for crit
Yeah,
damage.
so that'll be another
additional
17 radiant.
So as Forrest pulls up the longsword, you can see that the divine glow emits from the blade as he takes one last slash down diagonally across this woman's chest, and you can see just this spray of black blood as one
Weirdly
final
shiny in the
cry-
radiant energy.
I know. As one final cry is laid out, and she just collapses behind her sarcophagus, motionless. You guys have defeated her. I will take you out of order.
Good job, team.
What do you mean? None of us did anything.
Might need to keep the other guy around.
The spikes are still up. Can anybody look over there, search for stuff?
Yeah, is there maybe something on the sarcophagus or something?
Forrest, you
I'd
can
like
make an
to.
investigation check.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
join him on that.
Okay.
Find the
Sure, you
shinies.
guys- Yeah, you guys can make
Oh no.
All right. Well, you
15
didn't
for
find
me.
much.
All right. So,
So
oh, wow, Selena.
It's a sarcophagus.
so the red means I rolled a 1.
Yeah, natural 1. Yeah, but plus 2,
So
so
I-
you have a 3.
Okay, because I was gonna ask, can I use lucky? Or because I have the +2, I can't.
Oh, no, you totally can.
Yeah, you totally can use lucky. Yep,
Okay,
you can
cool.
re-roll it.
Much better.
Much better. Yeah, there you go. Actually, you both see it at about the same time as Forrest goes around the back of the sarcophagus, kind of dodging this terrible form of this woman, this Sorrowsworn that you guys just put down. Selena walks around the other side, and there's a lever sticking out of the floor.
Huh?
Looks like it could be pulled in a different direction.
Let's
Well,
try.
probably this.
What could possibly go wrong?
I pulled the lever.
As you pull the
Wrong
lever, it
lever!
clicks, and then you hear the and the blades all just like descend into the floor.
I thought he was going to say the ceiling.
Yes,
I was waiting.
Everyone
I was
dies.
waiting for a female's voice. Kronk.
Oh, the liver.
Well, the spikes are gone.
Spikes are gone.
Yes.
So now you guys are free to kind of walk about the room.
Hazel skips over here.
Eldon's still a little nervous that the spikes might pop back up, so he runs across.
Oh, well, I guess since everybody else is surrounding the sarcophagus.
Is there anything in the sarcophagus?
As you kind of peer over, and are you removing the lid? The lid is a little bit kind of off kilter on the top of it.
Sure, why not? Because everything
the
else
only
will
place we
get
have to check down
done
here.
so well for the party.
As Orcon, as you start to kind of push the lid, it slides, and you can see inside the bottom of it, where there used to be her body there's no body in here. It's just this swirl of silvery purple energy that is like glimmering. And Eldon immediately like looking at it. I was like, I think this is it. I think this is what we're looking for.
How can we test it to be sure?
I'm not sure. 'Cause
Well,
if we throw something in there, we'll not know if it got transported back, probably. Hard to tell. Hey, thank you for the raid. We appreciate it.
I will volunteer
But how will we know if it
Eldon to go first.
No.
What? I tried. All right.
Eldon does take a deep breath. He's like, I'll go if I must.
No,
No, we need you safe. I'll go first.
no, wait a moment.
I
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. Because I have a spell that I can cast that I automatically succeed on because of my class. So I can cast Contact Other Plane to reach out
Okay.
and talk to my patron.
Okay.
I can do that without a spell slot to speak with my patron, but I can also cast it using a spell slot. Would I be able to use Contact Other Plane to contact, it says, some other knowledgeable entity? Hazel is
Okay.
quite wise in the way of the druidic.
Oh, I was just going to say I could just drop concentration if I survive.
You mean on the
Wouldn't we know that you
On-
survive
on-
if you don't drop concentration?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually if you
Either
keep
way, I mean
concentration-
that way we save a spell slot. It's up to you.
Either one works. You could do either plan.
While they're discussing that, can I search her body?
Sure. Yeah, you look it over, and you don't even really have to make a roll to find that she doesn't have anything on her. She's just wearing these very, like, raggedy... Like, they look like they might have been really fancy, like, funeral robes, but they're just kind of tattered and laid to waste.
Can I take a piece with us?
Sure.
Actually, I have a better one. I can just cast light again if it's safe. That way it's not concentration, and you
But if-
know that I'm safe because I casted it again.
If you're on
It's
another
not
plane, would
concentration.
the spell come through?
No,
Then you
it-
trust
The
everyone
No,
here.
light
no.
spell would disappear here because you only have one light spell active.
Got
Yeah, That's
I
what I'm saying.
See,
Mm-hmm.
but that could also mean he died.
Well, it's not concentration.
It's
so-
not concentration. The light would last
Oh,
for the
okay.
duration. Uh-oh.
Twitch just give you an error message too?
Yeah, I got kicked out of Twitch.
I think we went offline.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Stream crashed.
I'm
No,
still
no,
saying
we're here.
We're still
Yeah,
on.
we're here. I don't know. It hiccuped.
I got kicked out.
Yeah, I can't
Uh,
read.
refresh.
Yeah, I
still
just
say
hit refresh and I see offline.
Yeah, we're offline.
And we're live.
We're online. We're live.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm here.
We've been
Yeah,
live the
just
whole time.
came back.
Hey,
Then-
chat, let us
Wow.
know if we're live because my Streamlabs is still kicking.
I don't know. We doubled up to 20, so we probably have 2 instances of everybody.
The
Oh.
stream timer restarted for me.
Oh no, never mind. We
Weird.
literally have 20 people. All right, so game plan go.
I guess so. I don't think I got a better idea.
All right,
Okay.
I shapeshift into a child and jump in.
Okay.
That's unnecessary.
So Odd, you jump in and you guys watch as Odd just kind of disappears into the purple swirly energy and is gone.
Selena starts pacing nervously.
I'm staring at
see? What do I see, Michael? What do I see? What do
Well, I'm gonna let them ponder what to do
I
next.
disappear?
Yeah,
There we
you're
go.
just
Now I'm
gone.
disappeared.
Our whole plan was he was
So-
going to cast light spell on the other side, and then
Yeah,
we know.
I'm gonna give it a second.
Oh, hold on, because Orkin may have another idea too. So
I'm double checking my Streamlabs because now I dropped to like 0 viewers, but it's still saying that it never.
Oh,
My
yeah,
Streamlabs
just
have
drop
never.
A.
My Streamlabs have never like glitched or anything, so I don't know what's going on. I'm still showing live on both my platforms.
yeah,
I was gonna,
and
like,
it's
get back
live. I
onto
just
it.
moved my
Mhm.
I just moved my character token and I watched it move on Twitch. So
It never.
Yeah, but the head count dropped
It
from
must have
20
been
to
something
8.
on
I think
Twitch's
it,
side, 'cause it
I think it
hit
was just a quick restart.
So
People
very
might not have realized that it went off.
Yeah. Okay.
How dare
So Odd, you appear
I appear?
in another area.
Holy crap!
You actually appear in another tomb.
Oh,
Looks like a small tomb. And you can see that the doors of this tomb are already kind of partially open, but you can see out through the doors and you can see the sights of the sunrise of Neverwinter. As you think you're probably been transported back to the pauper's graveyard. And you can see above you, in the where the tomb is, it says it's carved into "Home again, to rest forever."
did you say the paupers?
It's the pauper's graveyard. Yes, Pauper.
Yeah, PAU.
Mhm.
That's great. All right.
Home
Um,
It said home again, what?
Home again, to rest forever.
I would like to approach the open, bright light from the door and just gaze upon the sunset and let my attention deficit kick in as I really forget that I was supposed to do something. Wow. It's so pretty.
It is a very pretty
What was-
scene, and you're relieved to be out of that terrible environment that you just had to deal with.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yeah, the final person that'll
Orkin's
get your
jumping
money.
in at this point. If it's been more than a couple of moments and we don't know what's going on, Orkin's just diving in.
I was gonna say,
Orkin dives in into the mist.
her weapon still looks magical, so he's not dead. So I'm gonna follow in after, thinking something happened.
Yeah, so as you jump in, you guys all appear in the same. Those of you who jump in all appear just bamfing into this very small, kind of just nondescript little tomb here in the graveyard of Neverwinter.
Eldon jumped in too, right?
Eldon did,
Okay.
yes. And as soon as he gets out, see, I knew it. That was the Crevice of Dusk we were looking for. That vampire woman was right.
Wow.
Well,
Odd is just staring at the door.
sunset.
Hazel goes over to Odd in his child form and just stares down at him, annoyed that he forgot to do what he said he was going to do.
Hey, lady.
Smacks him upside the head.
Go.
Did you forget something?
Did I leave the toaster on?
No, you forgot to toast things. Us.
I forgot to toast. Oh crap! You're right.
The cheers.
I cast a light on myself. There we go.
You
I
are
did good.
very much illuminated, Odd.
I'm illuminated. Don't worry, guys. I'm safe.
A small child in a glowing onesie.
Or less.
Not the weirdest thing we've ever seen.
There are worse things for that onesie.
We did it, guys. We saved.
Yeah, should we escort him
Little
back where he
man.
needs to
Yeah.
go?
Let's go back. Eldon, you gotta come with us. We have final business to attend to. We'll take you to the person who sent us to find you.
Oh, good. Thank goodness. I've been through a lot.
Yeah. What happened? I say as I'll be start walking out of the.
Where would you like me to begin?
Well, how did you end up in the cage?
Who took you?
The
hurt you?
cultists. The cultists. They scooped me up one evening as I was out and about the city, and they brought me to that terrible place within the graveyard. And treated me like absolute garbage. Made me stay in that small little room. Gave me nothing but a blanket and some... Hey, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate that. I believe that means we're 5 away. 5 away from 1K.
From what, Michael?
5 away from
getting
1K. Thank you, guys. Hey, if you got anybody that you know that enjoys D&D and watching streams, tell them to come on and check us out and follow us. But yeah, he kind of goes into this story about how he was just kind of captured. Just long story short, basically, they were just questioning him about a bunch of stuff, talking about how they were going to drain his secrets for the glory of the Whispered One. And you guys came just in the nick of time as they were trying to test run and conduct a ritual, with him being the his secrets being targeted.
Well, I mean, you're a smart person. How many interesting secrets could you have? It's not like you're doing
You
what you
don't
should be doing, huh?
seem that interesting.
I'm interesting.
Oh, okay.
How so?
I am. He kind of crosses
Hazel's
his arms
totally
a little bit at
baiting
that
him.
odd. It's like, well, I mean, I do know a lot, and they were talking about some kind of assembling some library. Perhaps they wanted to even know about some of my books or things that I have in my own personal library.
Of course.
Either way, I'm very grateful that you all showed up when you did. Yeah.
Did you say library? Can I visit sometime?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Did I ever get
You
this
saved my
vinegar?
life. I mean, yeah, I think you did. I think you did
Okay.
get Eldon's.
Library sounds delicious.
Can I add?
I do have a few extra books in my library that I wouldn't mind perhaps loaning you.
That would be fantastic. Can I add your address so we can come visit sometime?
Sure, absolutely. The Dungeon Master will get it to you as soon as Dungeon Master figures it out later.
Perfect.
His
I
people will
look
call
forward
your
to
people.
visiting the library.
Yeah, my people will call your people.
I'll send you an owl, or you'll send me one.
Either way.
Each
I thought we
address
sent
is going to be a
fireworks.
different advertisement.
I'm gonna get a new address soon. You can find me at. They can find me through Lord Neverwinter.
We're at 707 Cardboard Castle Games Road.
That's right. There you go.
In the Little Dragon Apartments.
In the Little Dragon Apartments.
As we're walking and talking about houses,
Proficiency.
Hazel will tug on Orkan's sleeve and kind of pull him, not away, but just so they can talk quietly as they walk. Orcon? I don't... You know I don't like staying still. I don't...
No, none of us do.
I don't... I know you need a house eventually. And having one here would be good. For you. I don't think I need one. And when we were doing the spinnies between the planes, I had a thought, if you don't mind.
No, of course.
If for a little while I stay with you, and then instead of me getting a house, we ask Lord Fancy Pants for some cool stuff for everybody that'll help in exchange. I didn't want to assume I could live with you, but...
Oh, you're welcome to it. And Orgon will look around her and almost like cartoon conspiratorially like, it's, once we manage to get this all fixed up anyway, I mean, the estates back home are wonderful.
Exactly. I just think we could get more out of it if instead of giving me a house, we get everybody some stuff to help with whatever's going on. Because, like...
I see no issue with this.
Okay.
My intent was not to set down long-term roots. Yeah, I want to...
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I want to go home.
I figured I could always, like, if I annoy you, or your family comes back earlier than we think, then I can go, like, sleep in cat form at Selena's house or something until she gets sick of me, and then I'll just break into Odd's house, and then Forrest would let me in when he feels bad, but by that point I think we will be done with all of this, and you and I can go back home.
I would not do not go to Odd's place. Do you have any... Look at how he lives now.
Odd is just in the background picking his nose.
I mean, if you have ever heard the term bachelor pad, I swear it's got his image on the scroll.
Yeah.
You see Odd roll up his finger on the back of Eldon's robe.
See, if I go to Odd's place in animal form, I can learn his secrets and blackmail him later with them, and he won't know how I found out, and he'll be really confused and be really funny.
I feel like someone's talking about me.
Wasn't me.
Hazel's just starting to smile.
And
Really.
this is all in Sylvan.
Yes. I think Odd understands Sylvan, so we'd still be whispering.
Yeah, I speak Sylvan. You might want to pick a different one.
Whispering.
I'm oblivious. I think the only thing I understood was if my name sounds the same.
Yeah. Everyone's names is just da 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 Forrest da 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 Selena da 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 Odd, and but yeah, Hazel didn't. It's just she. When Orcon says she could stay there, she kind of like just leans into him and like headbutts into him as if she's still in an animal form. And
Orcon reaches down, sort of scruffs the back of her hair a little bit.
And then she stands fully upright because like she tends to actually kind of almost go wolf form when she does that, but she doesn't. And then she stands up and she's as taller than Orcon. And thanks, bud. I just wanted to ask before I made a decision and then had no home.
You will always have a home.
Thanks. She looks over at Odd and is wondering how bad his house would actually be. And like probably like trips on a pebble in the road because she's so distracted by all the bad thoughts. That's it.
Odd locks eyes with Hazel for a second. Just gives her a dumb look.
Hazel walks to a wall. It's fine.
And Selena just looks like, what's going on? What did they say?
Is
Making
anyone
a
else
mental note to
remember
ask
the song from The
Hazel
Hobbit?
later.
Break the dishes, break the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
I was definitely thinking I could make my estate be similar and nice and cozy and have space for everybody.
No, so you guys immediately, like, you guys want to just trek right back to Neverwinter or Neverember? Is that where you guys headed right now?
Yeah, let's get us all over with.
We're in that way.
All
Did
right,
we want to take a like short rest or anything, or we think we're just hightailing it?
I think if we
I
go
think
there
we're good with
straight, we can rest
politics,
there.
and then yeah. We
We might get more tired doing the politics, so
There.
not hopefully more injured, but maybe more injured.
They can be
but
exhausting.
I'd rather take one nap instead of two.
So you guys make your way back to Lord Neverember, who, as you guys kind of enter the same area that you guys recently met with him when he hired you to take on this expedition. Eldon kind of runs into the room ahead of you guys. As you guys are walking around the corner, he kind of makes his way off there, and he's like, Lord Neverember, your heroes have come through. And he kind of stands up from going over like a scroll that one of his priests kind of had brought to him. And Lord Neverember stands up and gleefully smiles as you guys all walk in, kind of walking heroically around the bend, around the corner where there's some like hanging plants, majestic little pillars that look like they're carved around the edges with a bust of a couple of different, like, you know, probably old leaders of Neverwinter here in the in this room, this grotto that he's in. And you guys step in, and he's walking towards you. He's like, ah. And he walks right up to Eldon, and he kind of like embraces Eldon, gives him a quick hug, and he's like, oh, it's so good to see you. I'm glad they were able to make their way into wherever it was that you were being held. I mean, we had an idea, but we had to get the best, and we found this group. And he looks over to you guys, and thank you all so much. I never doubted you one moment.
Bullshit.
And he looks into, he says, the rest of the kidnapped victims have already stopped by and let me know that they are safe and have returned home to be with families and their advisors and things of that nature, to make sure that, you know, they're properly taken care of and comforted in these rough times, and these traumatic experiences of being kidnapped, you know.
So they all came back and checked in with you already, right?
Why is there a small child here?
No, don't change the subject. I'm asking you a question here.
He's been following us, Lord Neverember. Are there any gods who would be available to take him away? We think he's unclean.
Oh, no.
Speaking of... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're fine.
I was going to say, speaking of guards, how are you going to protect these people so it doesn't happen again? Or someone else?
Well, we do the best that we can. Like I said, we don't have any like formal guard here in Neverwinter. We like to hire individuals. So my personal guards are all hired individuals who have come here for the purpose. So, I mean, we like to hire folks like you a lot of times
Your
to take
personal
on these
guard?
responsibilities. So perhaps if you have some free time in the future, maybe you can take on some additional employment.
Where's
about it.
Indrina?
What's that?
Where is Indrina?
She went back to her estate.
She's on to you.
On to me?
She knows about your history, mudblood.
What's a mudblood?
Hazel
Oh,
just
wait,
walks
wrong-
over and
wrong
covers
reference.
Odd's mouth.
Kicking.
It's been a long trip.
This child keeps speaking obscenities to me.
I mean,
Isn't there a law where you can put it to death?
it's just a little odd. You don't have to kill him for it.
Children have such wild imaginations.
Well, speaking of imaginations, I have deeds for all of you.
Hazel's so
Yes.
tall and she still raises her hand like she needs to be seen.
Yes, Hazel in the back.
I have a question about that before paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a place like that, can I have the equivalency in either gold or cool stuff?
Odd licks Hazel's hand. Blech.
That doesn't make me let go.
Gold.
I just get air all over your tongue, really.
Yeah, you just got furry hands on you.
See, my problem is I've already had the paperwork finalized.
Can't I just sell it back to you for the proper price?
Well, see, it's a. He kind of ponders for a moment. It's like, never had anyone request that before. Normally people are excited about getting some kind of estate like this. I mean, I'm talking a nice large home. Plus,
Like,
I've
how
already...
big? Hazel, like, motions to her own height and everything. She's confused now.
Oh, very large. Basically, let's say, not quite mansion, but pretty close. You'd have plenty of room to kick up and rest and take time to explore the city.
I'll let Odd go because he's starting to annoy me.
We can always sell it on Zillow.com.
I cover his mouth again.
How far are we from the nearest like door or window?
I mean, you're in a
Wait
very
second,
large
I
room,
like this.
so...
I like where this is going.
Is there a window within 30 feet of me?
Jesus.
there is within 30.
Okay. Orcan's gonna walk over to Odd and whisper in his ear, "Hey, do you want to escape? I can get you out of there." As he is now willing, I am going to use space step to teleport him out the window.
What?
Well, luckily for you, you're on the first floor. So
I still do the screaming thing from the ground.
yeah, you guys hear outside the window 30 feet away a scream of a child. You can still see like the top of his head like through the window because they're nice like tall like arched windows.
Orcan's gonna look or never
If only I learned feign death.
Had we not been on the first floor, I never would have done that. But, just for times.
So rude.
See, it's
So about that money for a house.
I just don't know if I can get that arranged. I can try to work on it, but that's it's going to be difficult.
Hazel looks at Orcon like, what do I do?
I do have a pouch here or a chest here that's been granted the. It appears that the rescued families have all pitched in for a gold piece reward for you as well. And he slides over this chest, and there are 9,000 gold pieces within this chest that he grants to the party. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Let me Sparks. That means we are 4 away. 4 followers away from 1K. Thank you guys.
9,000 gold pieces.
9,000 gold.
a piece.
1,800, is that what that is?
Yep.
1,800 apiece.
Wow.
Orcan's gonna look over at Hazel for a moment and realizing that still can't talk to her in her mind. I was gonna lean into her and just go, if he wants to look into it, perhaps we let him and see where it goes. Play nice.
Okay. I just
Perhaps
had
you
a
would like to
plan.
just go look at the property first and see if it's something that you would be interested in.
That would be nice. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I just didn't know what to do with a house. Haven't really ever stayed in one.
Well, the great thing is I've also commissioned Neverwinter's best carpenters and guildsmen to customize it in the way that you would prefer.
Ooh.
It's
That
part of
mean
the
I'll have
paperwork
lots
that
of
I've already
step
written
ladders?
up for you. Yeah. You can
All the
you can make
steps.
it. You can make it have as many steps as you would like.
This could actually be kind of fun.
I do like steps.
As Odd comes traveling back in.
As Odd like climbs through the window.
No, I'm still out. I'm still outside the window. I'm just staring in through from the outside. I do like steps.
Little kitten puppy dog eyes. Like,
That's right.
can I come in?
I can't bam from across the room. I need to be able to talk.
But Lord Neverember looks at all of you and he kind of comes over and I saved this for a special occasion, just like this. And he goes over to that little table that he had set up before, where he had the wine glass holder, the wine bottle holder with the ice inside of it, and he pulls out a very fine elven wine that he gets out and he's, this one's from Silvery Moon. He pops the top and starts like pouring some wine.
Isn't it like very early in the morning?
It is.
Sir, I am a child.
You're also not in the
I'm
room.
here right now.
He's just staring into
He looks
the window.
over and he's like, "You're also outside." He starts handing like a
Okay.
wine glass to anybody who wants to partake. So
Hazel leans into Orcon and in Sylvan. It's dawn, right? Is this what people do here?
He's human, right?
he is.
Gonna lean in a little bit. I'm not sure. Perhaps it's a human thing. I always thought the Fae and the elves make the best wine. I always assumed it would be us, but
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that our wine?
Yeah, but he's human and he's drinking it at dawn.
Oh.
he's getting
I'm a little
lit. So it's a Friday, and he's got nothing to do. He's just planning on getting drunk all day.
Yeah, I kind of noticed this is a thing that these nobles do all day. They drink and judge people. It's
I
great.
can hear you out there.
We're in Sylvan.
No, we're in Sylvan.
Oh, I thought you were like shouting in common inside the window.
It's great.
Odd says that's what people do. Hazel just shrugs. Like, oh, okay, it is normal then. And like goes and gets a glass of wine.
Do Selena and Forrest have Sylvan as a language? No.
I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah.
You would
Oh my
probably
God, they're
know
speaking
this.
in tongues.
What's your passive insights?
15?
Forrest, I think you would definitely notice then. Selena might as well, given her the Fae part of her story. We haven't had a chance to dive in as much that. You would both probably notice that Odd said something in Sylvan, and Hazel knows Orcan enough to know why he's reacting this way. You would see that whatever Odd said has set Orcan off, even without being able to see his face. You can see his whole body just sort of tightens a little bit. And takes
Selena
the wine
doesn't.
very stiffly and is just
Hazel would have grabbed, noticing that, would have grabbed herself a glass of wine and one for Orcon and come back, and then very quietly said, "It'll be okay." And hands him the
this
wine.
is why I don't. This is why. This.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Selena would like sense the tension and like politely take it, but follow like Hazel and Orcon's lead on this. She's not much of a wine drinker.
Yeah, and you can tell like Lord Neverember is just like sipping it, like he's just using it as a time to celebrate your
Like
achievements.
a champagne toast instead of
Like a champagne toast. It's not like, hey,
wine party.
I'm not gonna drain this whole bottle in one sitting. It's more like a, and the glasses aren't full. He's only pouring like a small amount in each one.
I'll take the small sip in celebration and then down.
And then as he's doing this, he goes and he kind of distributes these deeds to each of you, and it kind of tells you, Hazel, it by no means feel like you have to keep it. Just take a look at it.
Yeah, I just
See it
like
for
I
its
said,
potential.
I've never had one before, so it feels weird to have one. But thank you.
Absolutely. If you need anything from me at any time, please feel free to come back and see me.
And if you need stuff from us, please give us a break first. We're tired.
Absolutely. There's nothing pressing at the moment.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Lord Neverwinter, do you have the deed for our other member? The weird one? Wasn't able to join us today, but I'd rather make sure that I can get it to him. Unless you want
Oh,
me to-
yes. It's included in there. I already had the paperwork already sent. Yes.
I'm going to flip through it and look at it.
I like how, because Odd decides to do shenanigans, we make him have to fight for his own house deed.
Now, here's what I will do. I'll step out of game just for a moment to share this with you. So, your estate, according to the rules, is a large estate in Neverwinter that has basically been paid for to have it built and designed the way that you would want it. So, that being said, I will not tell you what house you have. I'm not going to design your house for you. It is all up to you what your house in Neverwinter is going to look like. So you can customize it any way that you would like. It's a large house. It's not a mansion, so it's not going to be like a noble estate, but a large, like, imagine like a really big house. That's what you would have in Neverwinter based off of this agreement with Lord Neverwinter. So if you decide to keep it and you want it, it's going to be completely customized by you. And we don't have to like talk about it now, but maybe in a future session, we could have you guys kind of like share maybe what your house would look like as you guys are spending time there. I'm not going to put you on the spot about it tonight, but it might be something in the future to maybe take some notes or have some thoughts about it. So that way, if I do ask you what your house looks like, it'd be great to have some insight and knowledge to be able to share that with the rest of our stream folks and YouTube viewers as well. So, but as you guys are finishing your celebration, I think that is a good time for us to take our break for the evening. So well done. And I will say, before we take our break tonight, for everybody that's on stream, that is the conclusion of chapter 1 of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, as you guys have returned and got your rewards, saving all 4 of the kidnapped hostages from the cult of Vecna. We will be rolling right into chapter 2 when we get back from break, and you guys can level up to level 11 as you've reached your milestone. So I gave them a little bit of prep time over the week, saying that they would probably have a level up during the stream, so they have already had some time to think about how they're going to level up, but they can use the rest of the break to kind of get their new characters ready and get familiar with those. So during our break, we'll take about 5 to 7 minutes, and we'll be right back as we roll into the next chapter of this adventure. Well done, everybody. So we'll be back in just a minute. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, Now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody. We've got a chance to take a little bit of extended break because we had to work out some things with the leveling up and the items that they had discovered, because we're going to have a little bit of a time skip. It's going to take place here with our adventure as we roll into Chapter 2 of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Our players are now level 11. How does that feel, everybody?
I went to puberty.
Trying to push me into a dark road with these spells, man.
Shannon, I do want to tell you, since this is your first D&D experience, not many people get to level 11. So in your first D&D experience, you are in uncharted territory for most people in the world.
Yeah. I think she hit that when she decided to play with all of us to begin with.
That's right.
Once we went past level 3, it was like, oh no, what have I done?
Well, I must commend you for joining us and taking on the challenge of this high-level campaign as one of your first, so that's awesome.
Might be a little spoiled with how much action I can do. If I started at lower level in the future, it's like, wait, I used to do so much, now I can do so little.
I only have how many hit points?
Right? That's the big shocker.
That's the big shocker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. As you guys, we'll revisit these houses and things later on, as we might do like a little like flashback at some point where you guys can kind of revisit these little breaks. As I know we're in the middle of a session, and I'm not going to put you guys completely on the spot with a bunch of detailed information. But you guys have had a couple of weeks now of just rest, relaxation, perhaps doing a little odds and end jobs and work around the city of Neverwinter, as you didn't get to. Yeah, that's right, Odd. As you kind of get comfortable with your new environment here in Neverwinter, kind of sticking close, and you probably have a couple of times where you guys all meet up as a group and join in together, maybe have dinner or lunch or something here
Starbucks.
and there. Starbucks, definitely. Send us an email to sponsor us. Link below. But
Free
yeah,
birthday
this is,
drinks.
and you guys can basically, with your new character sheets, you guys have all got long rests. You guys are all full up on everything.
I hope so. In 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, you guys got nice long rest. Things have kind of calmed down.
We haven't slept at all. We're all dead.
We're all dead.
Exhaustion.
Yeah. Exhaustion level 7. But yeah, you guys have had some moments to share with one another. Sometimes around the city. After a couple of weeks, with a flash of multicolored light, the world winks out of existence for all of you. Nothingness envelops your senses, though you feel the thrum of magic rushing like an eclectic spark through your veins. When you regain your focus, you stand in a plush, candlelit parlor. A stately woman in blue robes leans toward you, her brow furrowed in confusion and concern. In the blurry background, as you blink your eyes, stand a frowning woman in a flowing black dress, and a man tugging in confusion at his high crimson collar. And they just stare at all of you for one moment as you've all of you have appeared in this strange chamber.
I awkwardly wave at them.
What time of day would this be?
Probably mid-afternoon.
We see each other, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and show you who these people are. So show to everyone. Here's what you see. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the screen so our friends and on Twitter, or not Twitter, but YouTube and Twitch can see. These are the three people that you see standing in front of you. And I'm gonna actually move you guys to another map, because there's a map of this.
Michael, sorry, quick question.
Yeah.
Were we all together when we got bamfed, or were we off doing our own things?
You tell me. Would you have been all together, or would you have been off doing your own things? I'm going to shift ping you guys into the room you're in, and you should be able to see. Hopefully everybody's able to see.
What time of day did you say it was?
Mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon.
Probably just after lunch.
Audie would probably have been off on his own because he's got a kind of gambling addiction, so he's probably going to be playing the cards during his downtime.
Forrest, what about you? Think you have been off doing your own thing, or?
I mean, if people were planning to meet up, I probably would have come along, but unless there were plans, I'm probably just doing something.
Well, that's what Matthew's trying to figure out. Because you're either in the room with Orcon, or you're in the room with somebody you have no bloody clue who the hell this person is.
I think there's a high probability that Hazel was with someone from the party. She could have been with Selena. She could have been with Orcon. She could have almost went with Odd and then realized she was going to lose all her money and didn't. and she feels like she bothers for her, so she probably only would have hung out with him if he came to where she was. So Hazel's with someone.
Selena, what would you be doing? Think you'd be hanging out with oh, and you're muted if you're talking.
Sorry, thank you. I was gonna say I probably was with either Forrest or Hazel.
Okay.
Most likely Hazel. Just because she had been helping Hazel get her house in order, getting her used to living in a home. If Hazel was freaked out one night, Hazel probably was hanging out at her house if she wasn't at Organ's.
Yeah, Hazel.
I don't know proximity, how close they were, but
Hazel went to Selena's house one night and was like, "What is the purpose of a rug? I don't understand."
As you guys are kind of
so
in this, what are you trying to figure out, Orkan? How would you respond to this?
Orkan is not Orkan. There is a light-skinned, like a pale green-skinned Eladrin in the room, looking around, very panicked.
Oh, nice.
Hazel is the only one who recognizes this person.
Hazel would see this and immediately cast polymorph on Orkan.
She's like, on herself?
On you to cover for you.
Polymorph. Okay.
If he'll let me.
Well, I mean, that's a saving throw if you are.
You can choose to fail if you want.
You can choose to fail if you want, I guess. If you're
That's Hazel's way of
unaware
saying,
of what's going on.
Want to hide? This is how we do it, but it's up to him. If he challenges it, she won't. She'll waste the spell slot. It'll be fine.
Okay. He apparently notices that she's doing something, so yeah, he'll go along with it.
Okay, what are you polymorphing him into?
I wasn't prepared for this. I would polymorph him into transformationless. At this level, I think I could polymorph him into a bird of some kind at this level. I think
An owl.
yeah, probably just
That way he can start asking them who.
I would have polymorphed him into an owl.
Okay.
So he can continue flying at his leisure, which is I think more comfortable for him currently,
Okay.
and would flag him to come sit on her shoulder, and with speech and beast leaf would have been like, "Sorry, I didn't know what to do. Are you okay?"
Okay, I would like Odd, Selena, and Forrest to all make perception checks for me, please, to see if you get a good look at this individual before he becomes a bird.
I choose to fail.
You choose to fail? Okay.
Yeah.
I do not.
No. Yeah. Odd is just not interested. He's looking at the ground, picking his nose still.
you said perception?
Perception. Mm-hmm. Odd, you're probably in mid-shuffle of your cards.
Right.
Selena, I would probably say you got to look at this fellow before all of a sudden becomes an owl and starts flying about the room. You guys all notice, too, these individuals that are standing around the room with you look absolutely exhausted. They look like they lack an immense amount of energy. And you can see that the one woman in the kind of dark robes, she picks up a hat from nearby, and it looks like a witch's hat. It's a very pointed black hat. And she puts it on her head kind of frustratedly as she looks very exhausted. She's like, "They can't be the answer to our wish." And she gets frustrated and starts stomping about the room and starts pacing a little bit, looking exhausted, almost about ready to fall over as she paces frustratingly. And you can see that the woman with the she kind of has this long, beautiful but white hair. Looks towards her and kind of says, "Shh, Tasha, shh. Calm down. We're all frustrated and exhausted right now. I am so sorry. We are just all very surprised to see you here right now.
Probably not any more surprised than we are.
Where is here?
That I point to Selena. That question, please.
You're actually in my private sanctum. This is a private estate on the in the city of Doors, Sigil.
Audrey's gonna be fixated on the woman in a black dress.
And you said your estate, but we don't know who you are.
Pardon me. My name's Illustrial Silverhand. You may have heard of me.
Have I heard of her?
Yes, you guys, every one of you have probably heard of Illustrial Silverhand in your lifetime. One of the most epic and prolific mages of all of Faerun. She spent some time as like the leader of Silvery Moon. She is probably centuries old.
Audrey's gonna have an outburst in Sylvan and point at the woman in the black dress. Why do you look familiar?
I don't know. Have you seen me before?
Who are you? Still in Sylvan.
My name is Tasha.
Doesn't ring a bell. Do you know poker?
I don't mind playing a few rounds.
I like you.
Hazel would be.
You've never heard of poker?
It's in Sylvan Forest. They were talking in Sylvan. Hazel would have been translating though.
How rude.
You
can
didn't.
see like Illustrial. You can see like she's physically worn out, and as you guys are looking around the room too, you guys can see the room that you guys are in. I'll give you guys like a description as kind of see the space that you're in. There's a desk covered in paperwork and books. It sits kind of in the middle of the work area, and nearby there's these curio cabinets that are filled with like looks like trinkets. Like they could even be like magical trinkets of all kinds, everything from necklaces to brooches to sparkling stones and shoes. Like this place is stacked. This is a mighty collection.
Selena just sits down and starts like looking around like, what is all this? What do I look at first? What do I ask first?
In speech of Beast and Leaf, Hazel would say to Orcon in owl form, like, "Are you okay?"
And polymorph, I can't respond. I'm an owl.
But I can understand what an owl says.
Yeah, so that's sort of.
But you have to respond as an owl would respond, Orcan, because
Right.
I think you have the mental stats of an owl.
I have the mental capacity of literally an owl. I sort of look over. I don't know where I am. But your hair is comfortable.
I'm glad. I didn't know if you wanted the others to see you like that, so I panicked. Do you want me to drop it, or do you want to stay like this?
Yeah, I don't even know, because polymorph, I'm thinking like an owl, right?
You
Yeah,
don't
or
think
I'm just
like
gonna
one.
start flying around the room.
Hazel just shrugs. She's like,
Gotta find a
I had
mouse. Gotta find a mouse. I'm hungry. Gotta find a mouse.
Is there anything, any like half-eaten food anywhere that I can see in this room?
Yeah, there's actually probably some like over by the desk.
Dad bobbage.
He pulls his food right off the desk.
Gonna fly and go land on, I'm assuming these are stairs.
Yeah, there's some stairs with like a nice fancy railing that leads up. You can like land on the railing if you wanted to. And
I'm gonna land right on one of the steps so I can put the food down and keep eating it.
there you go. Excellent. What is that roll? What's Silent Judgment?
I'm silently judging the mess of this room.
Okay. Very good.
I didn't know if it was sneaky enough, so I had to roll for it.
But yeah, you can see like, and Illustrial's like, I just need to take a moment to wrap my head around all of this. Please make yourselves at home. If you go through the archway here, there's some comfortable furniture out there that you can rest and relax. I do think I have some fresh fruit out there upon the tables if you'd like to have some there. I just need to take a moment and just rest and think about
You
what's
mean like
how this-
outside?
No, in here, and I'm just gonna sit in this chair over here. And she pulls up this chair and kind of sits down, and you can see this man that's walking around. I mean, he's got like the full facial hair, but he's completely bald on the top. Very tall. And he looks very exhausted too.
So you'll take a minute and then explain what happened here.
Well, Tasha and Morden Kanan and I point gestures over to the bald-headed individual.
Me more than Kate.
We're all working together to cast a special wish spell. A wish spell that would stop something terrible from happening. But instead of stopping it from happening, you all appeared at the conclusion of our spell.
The three of you specifically casting a wish spell together, I can't imagine how it went wrong.
Nor do I. But I fear that means that we might have been already too late.
Follow up. What terrible thing were you trying to stop? Because that makes me scared.
Well, it frightens me as well. Over the last several months, I've felt upon the multiverse something terrible happening as Orcon continues to fly around the room.
I would hold out like jerky meat or something and like whistle at him.
Feathers are just falling around the sanctum.
Like I'm trying to get him to land, so I'm calling him over with like jerky meat.
There's some
Hey, so
delicious
when did you
jerky
get an
meat
owl?
there.
Don't worry about it, Forrest. He doesn't listen very well.
It's because he's not a familiar, so he's not familiar with you.
It's a pain in the ass sometimes. Get back here.
Fly down, I'm going to grab the meat and then land on Tasha's hat.
Oh,
I go over and I
goodness.
grab him. I grabbed him. I grab him. I'm holding him. Sorry, he's not trained.
He's-
And Hazel just holds
So
him.
what did you
What was that?
what exactly, like she said, what did you wish to stop? Because we might be the answer to your wish.
Well,
No, I'll try it.
perhaps you are. And you see like Tasha like sighs, like she was the one that just like, I can't believe we made this wish spell and here's these people. Like, what are they doing here? One of them is an owl. And Illustrial kind of looks at all of you as, well, Vecna, I believe, is trying to weave some sort of dark ritual. A dark ritual that will reshape the multiverse as we know it. I felt like if we got all three of us together, some of the three most powerful spellcasters in all of the multiverse, that we would be able to wish this away. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have worked. But it's possible that you could be the answer to our wish.
I mean, we've dealt with his cult a couple times, but
yeah.
Vecna himself is kind of different.
Yeah, the
train
tales
an owl.
go that Vecna was already defeated. He was betrayed by his own lieutenant. So you're saying he's back?
Oh, he's back. And he's more powerful than ever.
Okay. Well, this is
but-
I am
but
a gambler, not
she
a
points-
not a suicidal ritualist. Good day to you. Good day.
She kind of points to Force.
Where's the boy?
You've dealt with his cult before in the past.
Just a few weeks ago, even, honestly, it's been a bit of a problem up by Neverwinter.
There's a
Well,
difference
from-
between a human and a lich, though.
From what I've been able to discover, it's a problem all over the multiverse. These cults just don't exist in Neverwinter. They exist everywhere. He's collecting things to use
Secrets.
to weave this ritual. And if the ritual succeeds, I'm afraid the end result none of us will like.
Do you hear yourselves? Like, yes, dealing with cults we can handle, but you want us to. Yeah, I think you need more of a wish. I think your wish was not granted. There's new. We have an owl. We have an owl to take care of. Okay.
The owl is going to crack him in the back of the head.
Ow!
Because apparently I retain, with the new polymorph, I retain stuff.
Really? They changed polymorph?
Yeah, you don't think you're an owl. You're still conscious. You're just...
Yeah,
A target's game stats are retained, but the target retains alignment, personality, creature type, hit points, and hit die.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I always thought, like, I thought polymorph made you like you were the animal. It's
Right,
just
you're a sheep and you just go, meh.
yeah,
you
it's
guys are
like-
thinking World
Yeah,
of
apparently
Warcraft.
No, I mean, they even did it that way in Critical Role whenever they played out the scene where they're all polymorphed as bats.
Oh, Jesus.
You'll have to look up that scene. It's really good.
You do still get all of its statistics from the stat block, so you are still.
Right.
Yeah, you
Dumber.
still have the you're still dumber. Yeah.
Am I though? Really?
That's not knocking out. You're intelligent creatures.
As you guys are like talking about this, you can see that the tall cloaked individual, Mordenkainen, kind of approaches Celestial Slides, still looking like they all look like they're famished, like absolutely exhausted. And those of you that have spellcasting abilities would know that high-powered spells, such as Wish, can take a lot out of you to actually cast. Like, this is a massive spell, and it probably took a lot of their energy away. Even all three of them working together, it probably drained them. He kind of he's like, I was worried perhaps our wish wouldn't stop one as powerful as Vecna. And he looks towards Celestial, kind of puts a hand on her shoulder and says, Celestial, please forgive me, but I did plan a contingency. And Celestial kind of looks, like, raises a brow at that and looks up at him. And then he continues to speak, and he's kind of speaking to the whole room. He says, Vecna was too powerful to stop directly at this point. However, no power is absolute. I suspect Vecna will be vulnerable while he weaves his ritual. That is where we can take advantage of this. If you confront him and weaken him, and he walks over to one of the compartments that you guys have seen, and Selena's been just looking all over and seeing all these like little trinkets, he pulls off this little metal, it looks to be wind chime, that he's holding in his hand. And he starts to walk over to you. This, the chime of exile, can banish him to Oerth. He would no longer be able to affect multiple realms at once. His plan to remake the multiverse, with him at the center, would fail. And then his eyes start to, even though he's in his weakened state, his eyes sort of gleam with this excitement as he continues. There is an artifact that I believe is the only way to weaken Vecna so that Chime can be used against him. It's called the Rod of Seven Parts. Unfortunately, its component pieces are scattered across all existence.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be in 7 parts if it was all together.
No, of course. And it's scattered. I see, that's the thing. I don't know where all the parts are, but I do know the location of one. While my esteemed colleagues researched the magic needed to cast this wish spell, I looked into finding the rod's pieces should we need them. The first piece is deep in the Underdark, somewhere inside a hidden safe house for worshippers of the demon god Lulth. Web's Edge is what it's called. If you find that piece, and with Illustrial's powerful magic here in the Sanctum, she has a teleport dais that we can pinpoint its location and send you there. Once you locate the first piece, the magic inherent of this artifact will lead you to the following piece.
Okay, so you're proposing a scavenger hunt. That's fine and dandy, but who's gonna use this rod on him?
Well,
The owl
Perhaps-
starts to try to jump up and down. But we know the hazel. I was like,
What is the owl trying to do?
it's like jumping out and saying Odd saying who's gonna use it. The owl seems to be getting excited.
I whispered to the owl, "You okay?"
Tasha's like leaning up in the corner, like looking exhausted, but has her arms crossed. Maybe the owl will do it.
You three
Okay.
are some of
Seems
the
pretty
most
excited about it.
powerful mages in all of Toril. If we get the rod, why don't you use it?
Why don't you all just go get the pieces? I'm really having a hard time understanding why you interrupted me and Selena trying to figure out the right pillow for my couch.
I appreciate you interrupting me. My hand was terrible. I had nothing. I was about to lose.
Illustrial's like, it seems that we've put a lot of our energy and research and time into this wish spell. I don't know how long it'll be before we regain our power and energy.
Oh, that's great. And you call this a contingency. What
Well-
about the lieutenant that betrayed Vecna? Is he available? Can we put him on speed dial? Can we call him up? Be like, hey, you wanna do it again?
Illustrial kind of chuckles at this. It's like, listen, if a simple lieutenant can destroy him the first time, don't you think the likes of you might have the ability to do so as well? The
Okay.
owl's shaking his head.
Hazel's about to be snarky, and then when Orcon shakes his head, like nods, owl form, she shuts up. She goes, "Oh, really?"
Simple.
Well, I mean, our other choice is kind of wait until Vecna takes over everything.
Simple.
So,
The audacity.
Question though. The likes of us, you don't even know who we are. You were surprised we showed up in your living room. And you're just gonna
I'm
send
just
us
a little
off.
boy.
I'm just a little
Illustrial
confused.
kind of sighs a little bit and says, well, the only thing that I can go from is we cast probably one of the most powerful wish spells that we could ever cast. And what did the wish do? It sent us you. So there must be some kind of power in that. And I have no reason other than to trust it.
Odd gets this inspired look on his face, and he says, wow, when you put it that way, we may just have a chance. And then he turns around to look at the rest of the group. He's, let's find it. Yeah.
I look at Selena. She'll try to gauge how she's feeling about all this.
Selena's really confused. All this magic stuff is still pretty. Like, it's not as new as when she first met the party, but talk of going to other realms and, like, all these different components and things being scattered, she's like, wait, there's more than just that evil place we went to a few weeks ago and wherever we are now. She's gonna ask the people they just met, you say you only know the location of one piece. There's gonna be 6 more if we're successful. How do we communicate with you? As you said, the first one will take us to the next one, or at least give us a clue. If you guys find something in the middle, how are we going to communicate with you?
Mordenkainen and Alestral kind of meet eye to eye for a minute, and Alestral kind of, you could see her smile kind of appears on her face, and she's like, this is how we can help you. This sanctum, during this time, will be your safe house, if you choose to. My portal is magically linked. I was able to combine it with the magical energies of some other powerful magic items, to where as long as I have possession of magic items, I can attune the portal to them and be able to send you to locations of where you need to go next. So as long as we find these pieces, we can bring them here, reattune the portal, and have a safe place for you to return to once you found the piece.
You say magic items. Are there magic items that you're going to send with us to help us, since you're sending us on this journey?
She looks at you and she's like, you know, I do have quite a collection here. I don't mind lending you magical items to take with you, if you'd like.
Appreciate that.
Considering it is.
Okay, so mechanically, here's what I will say, because it says this in the adventure book. Since you asked the question, good job, Selena. Everyone can choose out of the Dungeon Master's Guide a magic item of rare or lower rarity to borrow from Illustrial. Any magic item from the DMG, rare or lower.
I'll get you guys a link in a second.
Right. Now, technically, I will do this. It doesn't say this in there, but if you wanted to take one of like the common magic items from, I think it's in Tasha's, you could, but they don't really have much mechanical benefit. So you probably want to go for the ones that are like rare in the DMG that give you more of like a mechanical benefit. So, if you're looking for that magical rapier, or if you're looking for a magical sword, Illustrial has a collection here that you can choose from. But it says in the book you can only borrow one item.
Okay, so
one item per party or one item per individual?
Per person. Each of you can borrow an item from Illustrial. You're borrowing it. Just remember that. It seems like she's happy. If you're willing to help her, she's happy to help you as well.
We don't have that much of an option, do we? If we don't help you, the world's doomed. We die anyways.
I'm afraid
is that what I'm getting? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, as they say at the poker table, I guess I'm all in. And I know exactly what you can lend to me.
Is it the thing you sent me?
No, I've heard tale of a headband that makes people more intelligent in parties where there are no people with high intellect.
Yes, the headband of intellect. Mm-hmm. She goes over to one of her cabinets and opens up the doors and pulls out this beautifully elaborate headband and walks it over and hands it to you, Odd.
All right, where's Dragonbane here? Let's see. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so I mean, if any of you had any like wish list magic items that you would like to have on your character, you guys can take a moment if you want to. It doesn't even have to be something that you choose right this second, but if it's something you want to use right away, you might want to take it.
I'm looking.
That's interesting. Headband of Intellect isn't in the D&D Beyond, so I'll have to make a custom item.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's gotta be in there.
It's definitely there. It's just
because
not
we have
rare
somebody in
uncommon.
another campaign that has one.
Well, I'm talking about the 2024 because I unchecked Legacy.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't release the DMG yet.
Yeah,
so
that's
you're
what
not
I'm saying.
you're not gonna have access to those. Yeah, it's gonna have the old magic items in it for right now because they haven't switched those.
So I'll add it as a custom for now.
that's the challenge about them releasing the books at different dates, because now it's like some of the rules have changed, but not all of the rules have changed. So
Hazel's just staring around the room at all the shinies, and it's like, oh my.
That's an awesome room. And I mean, this is an awesome sanctum. Super huge place, very elegant, top of the line. I mean, and out of game, like as a D&D fan, you guys are standing in a room with 3 of the most famous D&D characters there are.
Yeah, it's like they have books named after them or something.
That's right.
So weird.
Oh, you
Except for
know,
that last one.
spell that Orkin took.
All right, there we go. Now we have our.
I did not see these, but Nikki Rain has given Game Master reroll and a D10 inspiration. I'm sorry about that, Nikki. I didn't see those. So we got a D10.
I don't see that. I don't see that GM reroll either, but I see the D10 inspiration. I see that.
I see that Game Master reroll. I will add that right away to bring my total back up to 9. I like to see that number climb. Keep it going.
That's not important. Don't worry about those.
And what's crazy is that's the most expensive item on the list, and people just keep on cashing it in for me. I'll take it.
Jeez.
Any other special
Orkan
magic
would
item
probably-
requests?
I need to
Orkin
look
would
at this
probably
later.
be like pecking at Hazel's hands to try to convey to drop the spell.
When he pecks enough times while she's staring at something shiny, she'll finally realize, go, oh, sorry, and she just drops it. Drops the owl and drops the spell and lets Orkan be Orkan.
Okay.
However that looks now. Sorry.
Just keep pecking her for 1 damage until she fails her concentration roll.
I mean, I could.
That's how it went, yes. Sorry.
But of course, not a worry at all, my dear. Just thank you for the assistance, but...
Hey,
This is
Zorgan,
me.
where'd he come from?
Oh, good afternoon, sir. Aren't you a little strange?
I'm odd, but wait a second. Don't change the subject. Where were you? Where?
He still
I
doesn't
was-
look like Orkin.
A bird.
I think is the thing.
Does he look
Yeah.
like Orkan or does he look like
Dude.
the Ladrin?
Still in the Ladrin.
Yeah, this is
okay,
somebody
then
you've never met
not
before, on. Yeah.
No.
This is
Another
is my-
stranger has arrived.
no, this is my friend. Don't call him a stranger.
Stranger danger.
And
Okay, but why was he an owl?
He likes being an owl. Why are you judging?
we'll sort of look around the room and... Oh, apologies. It's such a wonderful pleasure to meet you all. The name is... And looks over at Odd a little bit and gives a little bit of a bow to him. Ortodon.
Ortodon?
Ortidon.
Ortidon.
Well, Tasha kind of like leans up and starts walking away. Ortidon, welcome to the party. Next time, try a frog.
Ribbit.
He doesn't like. He likes to fly.
And gives a very low bow. Apologies, was not all of my choice.
Extremely
matter of
flexible. That was a
convenience.
really low bow.
And then we'll go back over with Hazel looking at the items on offer to borrow.
Yeah. Sure.
Realizing there's probably going to be an uncomfortable conversation in a little while.
Yeah, I was trying to help.
While my fellow companions here look at your shinies, tell us where this first piece is. Where are we destined to travel?
Well, it's as I said, it's in the Underdark. It's a hidden safe house. Demon worshippers of Lolth.
With Lol, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's called Webb's
And where-
Edge, from what I could gather.
I assume you're teleporting us there.
I can get you. We can get you there. Yes.
How do you know the precise pinpoint of this piece? Like, can you teleport us to it?
I mean, it's the portal magic isn't quite pinpoint accuracy, but it gets you close.
I thought you were one of the best mages. And what kind of false advertising is this? I mean, first you wish for us.
I do what I can. I mean,
Save the
Join
world.
us for our next episode when Odd gets turned into a frog.
Listen, just because I have a lot of power and a lot of experience doesn't mean I don't get myself into trouble at times. Had my fair share.
Mm.
I was whisked away to Barovia for quite a time.
Barovia.
Spent much time trapped there. Mm-hmm. I couldn't save myself from that.
The land of mist.
Indeed.
I heard that few survived that place.
I wouldn't say you've heard. You definitely haven't heard wrong.
Interesting.
Hazel is making the face that I am making as a player right now, which is, oh my god, what do I look at? And cannot seem to like calm herself as she paces the room looking at all the shinies.
Mhm.
It's probably annoying the crap out of them right now.
Well,
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What if the rare item we're looking at has a specific number of uses? Is that still an option?
It says any item. So I'm going to rule that any item from the DMG that's rare or less. So if you want to take it, you can take it.
Otodon will borrow a bag of beans.
Oh no, not again.
I think I
Damn
Are
you,
you-
Matthew.
think I'm gonna go on theme and borrow a sunblade.
A sunblade. Oh, there you go.
oh wow, that's exactly what Selena was looking at too. Because I was trying to tell her that like the sunlight is what a bunch of undead
Well,
are weak
It
against.
says you can grab anything, so she has 2 of those if you'd like to take one.
The other is Sword of Wounding, and it takes necrotic damage for
Mhm.
each time that I've wounded it.
Because there's some undead that are not weak against necrotic.
Yeah, they can be straight up immune to it depending.
Okay.
Yeah, radiant is pretty much the opposite.
And then the other option was taking another sword, but a +2. So I'd have a +1 and a +2. Too many decisions.
It's totally up to you. Yep.
You're basically looking for a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see.
While you guys are kind of searching through there, Tasha, or not Tasha, but Alessia will say, on the other side of the sanctum, I do have an elaborate library that contains many books. If you need to do any research whatsoever about anything that could be useful for your adventure, you could take some time in there and look over my tomes.
Selena would be like trying to decide which one to go to. Like, do I pick the shiny weapon that's gonna help me actually help the party, or do I go look at all the information and like read more? So she'll probably like put down the ones that like the 3 or 4 that she's deciding between and go read a book just to give her brain a break.
Okay, sure.
Hazel would walk over to forest. I have a question. And I
Yes.
need somebody smarter than me to help me figure it out. We're going to be going in between planes and fighting a lot of people with power. Or at least one person with a lot of power. Right?
That does seem to be the case.
There's too many shinies and I'm getting distracted. And she'll point at the interdimensional shackles. It might be a while before we need them. Do you think that might be? I don't know what will be smart, and I'm trying to think of a smart thing, but I'm not smart.
Well, let's see.
And then she's already looking at like another shiny while
Squirrel.
it's literally squirrel. 'Cause
Squirrel.
She's just like, I keep seeing things and trying to figure out what
Shelves
they
and
are.
shelves and cupboards of
Yeah.
shinies.
She's freaking out, and she's a little bit like, I need to be smart about this, but also I cannot be smart about this because her innate action is to like take something fun.
I don't think we're really going to be trying to stop things from traveling so much as it's us traveling to other places.
Okay.
Could be useful.
I was thinking if someone wanted to like tell like poof.
I have a +1 interrupting cat.
That could
Is that a reaction?
yeah.
Hey,
You can
are you
also
saying
look
that
at
loud
some of
enough
these
that others can hear you?
staves, see if any of them are interesting for you.
What did Orcon say?
Oh, sorry. I was asking if you were having that conversation with Forrest loud enough that others could hear
Yeah,
you.
it's not private. It's just literally she's literally like, there's too many things to look at. Someone help me.
If you are trying to capture someone, that could prevent them from fleeing to another realm.
I don't know.
If we are intent on taking on this Vecna person, I mean, seems a little bit of a roundabout way to get home.
I mean, if you're talking about staves, because Forrest brought up staffs, there is the Staff of the Woodlands.
It is meant for druids.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hazel's now staring at the staff, wondering if it's the right kind of fun for her.
And here's something else that you can consider, Selena. It's not a weapon, but you won't be blind in the dark anymore.
There's also probably a belt of hill giant strength somewhere in there as an option.
I think Hill Giant is what?
21.
Uncommon?
No, because the gauntlets are the uncommon. I think the belt starts at rare.
I don't see that in the DMG.
Oh, that should be. Yeah, belt of giant strength, hill
Oh,
giant.
Belt of Giant Strength. There we go. Yeah.
Hill giant would set your strength to 21,
Yeah.
which would affect all of your attack rolls, probably as much as a +2 weapon would, if not more.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Which one of the three was talking about, like the multiverse and the planes and whatnot at the beginning?
Illustrial.
Okay, that's Silverhair, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take a walk over and just sort of somewhat quietly to her. Excuse me, my dear lady, do you have a convenient method of transporting physical notices across the plains by chance?
I mean, it can be done. What is it that you wanted to do?
I Gilly, I'm trying to get a small care package delivered somewhere in the Feywild.
I could see that is done.
I appreciate it, my dear. It's a little bit of a bow.
She kind of just bows back a little bit.
Then he just walks over to one of the desks, starts finding like a little bit of paper, and starts getting together this little care package.
Okay, sure.
Just using the materials on their desk, not asking. Just
Yeah, just making yourself at home, right?
I mean, you brought me here. It's
Yes.
anything that's in the open is fair game.
Pretty much said to make. She said to make yourselves at home, pretty much. So, yeah. Is there anything? I know Selena said that you would be going and maybe looking at a few books. Is there anything in particular that you'd be looking at, or just kind of just perusing?
You're muted, Twin.
Sorry. Thank you.
I say, yay, it's not me when I'm muted.
I got a cold, so I keep sniffling, and I want Twitch to have to hear that all the time. I would probably take down the names of, like, as much as I can, stuff that I think that might be helpful. And especially if there's anything that mentions, like, Underdark or, like, caves or anything that I think might be helpful based on the little bit that I've learned from, like, talking with the others about, like, the other realms.
Okay. Do you think Selena would have ever been to the Underdark before?
No.
No?
She's
Okay.
been, other than, like, the Fae that lived on, like, the other side of the forest, like, next to her town, like, that was as far into, like, another world that she had been.
Okay.
Because it always seems so magical and, like, different from her normal day-to-day stuff that this talk of other places is still just so far above her head. And, like, only a few weeks ago we went to Evernight, and that was just a whole chaos of just, like, information and places. So she wants to be more prepared for this next one, especially now that she knows that they're going
Okay, do
somewhere
me
new.
a favor. I want you to do me a favor and roll a d4.
Just
for
a
me.
singular
Roll 20,
D4?
just a singular d4.
1!
Oh, very nice.
Can I lucky it?
So,
Or do I
no,
not need
that's
to?
actually a good thing. That's actually a good thing to
Okay.
roll 1. So you, basically what I'll do is, as you're researching this, you find a few books that give you some information about the topics that you're researching. So what that will do is, if you, like, in the future, you will have advantage on any rolls to, like, recall information about those, like, Underdark things that you just researched in this library.
Okay.
So go ahead and take note of that for your character, because that could help you guys in the future. So, like, if you see something or something, recall, like, you pop up, oh, wait, I read about that. If I call for a roll mechanically, you'll have advantage on that roll.
Okay.
For taking the time to, like, look through these books and research. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice job.
Now I just gotta decide which item I want.
Hazel gets frustrated and walks over to the strangest looking wand in the room and points at it and goes, "What's that?" And she's pointing at a wand of wonder. She's looking at Illustri-
Illustrial kind of smiles and says, "That is quite an interesting little trinket there. It's a surprise every time."
Important question, because I learned the hard way when I was little. If you borrow something from someone, they let you borrow it, like you're gonna maybe let me borrow that shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else breaks it or something weird happens and it breaks, am I in trouble?
Cat, you're falling on my... You're gonna close my stream down.
The cat's trying to protect Hazel.
The cat is trying to break the stream. Come on, you're gonna have to get down.
That rolls 20 on chaos.
I don't know.
I saw us all go black for a second.
I don't know what she just did, but she fell on my keyboard. And just...
Yeah, we all went shaded and then came back to normal.
She did something to my whole computer because there's just...
And we're no longer on the map page on Twitch.
Yeah, she changed it all. She overran the whole stream. Say that question again. I'm sorry, my cat distracted me. I apologize.
Okay, the cat can do whatever it wants. It's a cat. Hazel asked, would she be in trouble? Essentially asked, would she be in trouble if this breaks while we're doing this?
She kind of sighs, but says like, I'm lending it to you. I guess it's a risk I'm going to have to take.
Okay, I just wanted some clarity because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't like being in trouble very much.
Saving the world, year one. Saving the world, year one.
Exactly.
Be careful with that thing. You just never know what it's going to do.
See, this is probably the smartest and the dumbest thing in this room I could take. So, thank you. And Hazel pockets the one.
You get the one to
Oh
wonder.
my god, I'm gonna cause problems, and I'm sorry, Michael.
This is chaos.
Look,
All right, so we got a bag of beans and a one to wonder.
What
Now-
could possibly go wrong?
Vecna Eve of Ruin, why did you write this text this way?
So, I'm going to ask a question. This is obviously in a very powerful mage's possession. Do I need to roll for the number of beans in this, or is this a full bag?
Roll for the number of beans in it. Yeah, you gotta roll. What's the roll that you have to make?
It's an all-powerful archmage. It would be a
3d4?
3d4, yeah.
Okay, go to roll your 3d4 and see how many beans. She might have used a few of them.
Used a third of them.
Hey, that's still good. 8
Yep.
beans.
That is potentially 8 pyramids that I can grow in the middle of your buildings.
Oh my god.
Things are going to happen.
Michael may have been here before with this item.
Game-breaking items. I love
too many
that.
choices. There was no other way this was gonna go. I am not playing Rowan. I am playing Hazel. Hazel's gonna pick the dumb thing.
Love it.
There's no quantity option.
Oh, I see what I did wrong.
As you guys are kind of finishing up going over this, Mordenkainen kind of takes the chime that he was holding and he puts it back on the shelf and basically looks at all of you as you guys are kind of finishing up trying to pick the items that you want to borrow and says, I think it'd probably be best if we left the chime here until we were ready to use it.
It's not going to do us much good out there anyway, so best keep it safe.
He kind of looks at all of you and is like, well, Are we prepared?
Lena
He
has
kind of looks towards Odd and is like, "Are we confident?"
Never mind. I'll talk to you about it all. I'll talk to you about it off stream because I found the item that I was actually looking for because I was searching for the word deck, but it was House of Cards. But we'll talk about it off stream.
Oh, a
yeah,
flame
I am.
tongue? You can do
I
that.
am all set to go.
Any sword rare? Yep.
And I would like to take a short sword since it's light.
Okay. Yeah, you can have a short sword flame tongue.
Does it come in a rapier as well?
It does.
But a rapier is not considered a light weapon.
I see where she's going with this.
She might be going with two weapon fighting, maybe, perhaps.
Yes, exactly.
Well, flame tongue and a +1, that's going to get nasty.
That's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna sit there with popcorn.
I just hope I don't blow anything up with it.
I'm gonna be the one blowing things up. I have a wand of wonder. Don't worry, this is not on you.
Literally
Fire
anything
plus
could happen, and she might literally blow us up.
Yay!
Or myself.
Just don't put it in your back pocket and blow off your butt.
But then how are you
Please.
supposed to become a rocket ship and go?
You see Hazel take it quietly out of her back pocket.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So did everybody make a selection now? All right.
I think so.
So then I understand you're to be bringing us all to this below the light.
Who are you speaking to?
Just out into the room.
On the road, gotcha.
From a DM.
I'm money, baby.
above
They-
table.
People pay attention to me. These
From above,
lower caste people should listen.
from above table, have we taken a rest before we go embark on this? Okay.
We have been resting for 3 weeks. We're pretty good.
Yeah, we've had a
Most
couple of
fully
weeks.
All right. Then yes, I'm good to go. I'm ready to roll.
One more question.
Sure.
If we fail, is there a way to, like... She said that we could come back here and it would be a safe space. Can we try again? Or is that a future DM question?
Well,
Per
she.
situation.
I would guess you were asking that to Lustrial. She would look at you and and would say, "Of course, if you feel there is a need to retreat and regroup, this is where you do so. I will warn you, though. The element of surprise is probably best, as you are going to be going into territory that is not friendly."
Okay.
But as far as like complete failure, being unable to retreat, it pretty much marks the end of the world.
Unfortunately, the chances would be a lot higher, because then we would have to wait on all three of us to regain our strength and power. And if our wish spell wasn't powerful enough, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that each of you was a gift. A gift to the multiverse. And I will trust that. And I'll have faith in it.
I've never liked receiving a hand in a game where the odds are against me, but it doesn't look like we have a choice here.
Perhaps you might have a card or two up your sleeve.
How'd you know? Hold on now.
Yeah, that one's always hiding something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Selena would get her book and get their signatures just to add to her collection at this point.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're all like... They all seem to be used to giving autographs.
Yeah.
As Selena's doing this, the Ladrin gets up, pulls a book out to an empty page, and goes to the four of you to ask for your signatures.
Please don't be a death note.
Right?
Hazel signs it without thinking.
I take
Selena
a
would
weird
write.
look at your book for a moment as if it almost rings a bell to me before I sign my name in it.
As you're looking at it, it does seem to have a very stormy coloration to it.
I was thinking more specifically about
Oh,
why
yeah.
we're signing our name in this book. I might have an inkling.
Oh, yes, that's very, very valid. Would Odd and Selena sign?
Yes.
I start to write Light Yagami, but then I decided to just write my name.
That
It
went
works if you
backfire
sign
on
your
you.
actual name, by the way.
I'm on to you.
I'm going to look at what did you write in it?
You're not going to be able to read it because it's in a foreign language.
What
A
language
language.
is it in?
Huh?
What language
What
is
language?
it in?
It's Norse.
Ooh.
Oh.
And on the next Eve of Ruin. Sorry, I took your line.
We're almost there. The three mages kind of continue to watch you guys as you guys are taking this time to get autographs and sign each other's names and books. And Alestro kind of looks at you and is like, so do any of you have any kind of plan going forward for this first rod piece? Have you got a chance to discuss one?
Lady, I was trying to pick out a pillow to match my couch because I don't know how to have a house. And you think I have a plan to travel in between planes to get pieces of a thing to kill a bad guy? It took me 2
Audie's
hours to
gonna-
get a wand. Like, I don't.
Aldi's going to back away from the group and kind of just find his own little corner away from the conversation.
Side question: did she or any of them give us like not just a description, but like have a picture of what we're looking for,
Let me see.
or like? Because
So
I'm just
how
thinking
will
like
we recognize this
something, have
part
an
of
idea
the
what it
rod?
looks like, so we don't come back
Yeah,
with 8 trash bags of stuff.
they kind of give you that old cliche.
We'll know it when
Statement.
we see it.
You'll know it when you see it, kind of like when Bilbo goes in for the Arkenstone. It's kind of like you'll know it when you find it.
So then the plan is don't die and find the thing.
Selena, you
Yeah,
would
within a
know.
social club, we can very easily get ourselves admitted to it. I mean, I'm certain there's at least one of you a decent standing.
Selena, you would know with your research that you're going into a worshiper of Lolth safe house, basically. You did a little research, and you know that worshippers of Lolth, they usually wear a lot of like spider symbols.
Yay!
You
Spider.
They're not
would
gonna be
also
very
you would also know that
Thank
actually
you,
let's
Cap,
see if
for the player reroll.
Oh, we got another player reroll. Oh,
I'm catching up.
Look at that. Jason is helping you guys out with a player reroll.
Thank
I'll add
you.
that for you. You guys are up to 5 player rerolls. Look at that. Chad is being nice to you. Oh, he's giving you guys that for the don't die plan. I like that.
It's the only plan
go
we ever
ahead.
have.
Selena, you can make a wisdom religion or intelligence history check, and you get to do so with advantage because of the 1 you rolled on that D4.
Is that
Your
a
choice.
wisdom,
religion, or intelligence history?
Let's go. History.
Oh, look at that. You have succeeded. You also found in your research that a typical religious greeting that those worshippers of Lolth like to use is the Spider Queen smiles on you. So that is something that, you know, as a greeting of Lolth worshippers, you would expect to hear as like a simple greeting.
Yeah, they're not going to be too happy when I roll up with a sword made out of sunlight, though, so just letting it out.
I don't have to like fire that much either.
Sunlight, more
In
specifically.
your sheath.
Then perhaps don't pull it out and wave it around like there's something wrong with
Not
them.
immediately, no.
So we meant to leave this afternoon?
Pretty much right away, I think.
Mordenkainen kind of looks at you guys and the sooner the better. There's no time to waste.
I look at Otston. Are you ready to go? Or do you need to stop back home first?
I'm ready.
Ododan looks over at the 3 individuals. Where's your staff to help us on our way? Certain with such a resplendent home, you must have.
I mean, it's pretty much just right through the portal she mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
We don't, we use an unseen servant from time to time, but as far as staff goes, there is no staff here. But I'll escort you to the portal. And Alestial kind of gestures towards the, like, center room there, and there is this like dais that's on this like kind of pedestal area that has these 2 steps, so I can shift pin it on the map for you guys. Down
One
at the
more
bottom
thing
here.
before we go, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any diamond dust I could buy?
Diamond dust that you could buy. What do you need it for?
Just in case of emergencies, you know, someone happens to die in the nearby vicinity.
I
About
do
300
have
gold's worth.
I do have just 1 pouch of it that you can take. And she hands out a spell component pouch that has diamond dust in it.
Much appreciated.
I hope it helps. And she escorts you out here to this area where she just kind of gestures towards the steps and says, the portal has already been set. All you need to do is walk up to the top of the stairs and you'll be transported. Just hopefully near the outskirts of Webb's Edge. And she looks at you and she still looks absolutely exhausted, barely able to stand. It's like, good luck.
As you guys are going towards
I have
the
a feeling
portal,
we'll need it.
Odd is in the back corner, casted augury to know the outcome of this this journey that we're about to take.
Okay.
He's gonna keep it to himself.
Once again, you get wheel and woe.
That's great. I'm coming.
And odd as you guys all step up towards the portal. That is where we're going to end this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Well done, everybody. Well done. Level 11? Magic items?
Houses?
Houses in Neverwinter?
Houses we don't even hang out in because we have to go to another
You
realm.
gotta bamf
We have a
everywhere.
house. We just may not be on the same plane as it is for very long.
Thank you so much, Nikki Rain. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Everybody that's been stopping in and hanging out, thank you guys so much. Once again, just a quick reminder, we will be off next Monday, but we will be back on the 23rd. So we're going to skip a week, and we'll be back to see how our adventurers do as they transport to the Underdark, searching for the first piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. You're not going to want to miss it, guys. Any other things that we need to discuss before we go off stream tonight?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And until next time, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. See you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.